And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bang! We're all 2024. Bangers for you and more. We are here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We are. It's show tonight in Toronto. Tomorrow.
He already rubbing his legs. It's okay, friend. You tie-tie? You tie-tie?
I'm good. This just feels comforting. Tomorrow in New York City. New York, there's like 200 tickets left. So, you know what I'm saying? By the time we hit the city, you know what I'm saying? They're going to scoop those right up. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, baby, bacon, egg, and cheese. But anyway.
My nose is itching.
A little handsy. All right, so
before we jump to the docket, so I don't forget, we need to start the. I got a boogie. Why did you see?
I just seen it. Go to the bathroom and look in the mirror. I be having boogers all the time. Angel be like, yeah, that's a big boy. Yo, I'm shooting the pod. Can I call you right after? Yeah, they told you to stop asking questions and send that stuff over. All right, bye.
What I was gonna say is, Kevin. We can't have them start when we do the competition. So at our shows, we're gonna be doing a intro competition, right?
You can't have them start.
We can't have them start where you think it starts at in 5, 4.
Oh, from the
3.
beginning.
Yeah.
And 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
They need to do the claps and everything.
Okay, so what do I need to tell them? Tell me how to do it. So
for the competition, we're gonna be like, all right, guys, because Toronto's first. We gonna give you N5, and from there,
it's all them.
It's all them. So you decide if you're a Kevin, decide if you're an Angel, decide if you're a Josh. Don't be trying to flip flop back forward.
So all I say is we're about to do the intro.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna give you is N5.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not clapping. Angel not clapping. Josh, you're not doing nothing. The rest is on y'all.
Yes.
How in sync y'all is.
Come on, get
how
it out.
Much energy you got.
Yeah.
How much it be like we be. It's all, and Angel gonna record it on her phone.
I'm
now.
gonna record it.
I'm singing along now. All right.
Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. So today's docket, we have church announcements, Churchy. We got Keith Lee effect gone wrong.
I know.
Due to no fault of his own.
No, of course not.
Did you put that Sweet Baby Ray thing in here?
No.
I didn't know.
Did you put the Sweet Baby Ray?
I must have did that on mistake. I was gonna make that video.
You put it in there for your own.
Yep. You can't go on a date at religious college without a pass and a chaperone. Shannon Sharp says Beyonce and Taylor should not be compared. And we'll see what else we get to. But first, we must church announcements to Churchy.
Let's talk about how my friend. No, I'm gonna make the announcement. Shut up.
I'll shut up.
My friend, Kevin Allen Fredericks, huh?
Kevin Allen. That's what my mama named me.
Now I know a lot of people in Hollywood. I know a lot.
Look at her IMDb.
I've been here for 20 years. And
it's longer than I've been alive.
Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, there are only 2 people in my phone that have ever produced, financed, distributed, then sold their own television show to a major network.
Within 2 years.
Really?
Yes, there's only 2 people in my phone, 2 people that I know. And they are Kevin and Melissa Fredericks.
Oh, it's us?
It's y'all.
I was like, who
Those are the only 2 people I know. I know people who sell shows. They sell either the idea of the show or they sell the pilot of the show.
Yeah.
But to go into your own bank account,
Man.
Do the production. I'm talking about Kevin was a bull in a china shop, wrecking stuff, making mistakes left and right. I'm talking about just terrorizing his own life, okay? For his dream.
That pimple.
That
for the whole shoot.
Yeah, it was there. It was there.
I ain't had a pimple that big since that day. The pimple was like, I'm shooting Churchy too.
But that reckless abandonment is what caused you to be able to sell a show that not only is needed, the network needed it, okay, but so does the culture.
Yeah.
And can't nobody take that from you.
You can't take it from me.
And I watched my friend Kevin cry for 20 minutes.
Oh my God, Angel.
Big tears on Wednesday.
Angel. We was going over the Here's the Thing tour. Just making sure, because I have been traveling and Angel's been so busy. So we was like, we gonna meet up, we gonna go over how the show's gonna work and all that. But what happened was the Variety article was supposed to be interviewed, was supposed to happen on Monday. Okay. And then usually when you do, and I don't only mean usually, it's happened to me twice. They interview you ahead of time. There's like a press day for interviews, you know, and then they write the article and they send it to you and like, hey, you know, do spell checks. Did we get everything right? All that type of stuff. There was an emergency the author had. So she had did it Tuesday morning. And I never had a chance to get the proofread it. So there was so it was supposed to go up at 9:30 and it did. But there were some spelling mistakes, and the main thing, the cast was wrong. Yeah, the main cast they had pulled from IMDb instead of we said. So they had to make some changes. They really made the changes within like, it was like 10 minutes.
That's the blessing of digital.
But me and Angel were supposed to meet at 10 o'clock, and I was going to shoot the video, edit it, and post it. But because 10 minutes, and then it was 15 minutes by the time I screenshot it, recorded the video, and I was too hyped, so I was messing up. So I was all behind. And then I started thinking about, I started watching the video with me and Melissa.
When he cried like a baby. Did y'all see that man cry? Break down.
I laugh now, but I said, and I could see in my...
He was crying so hard.
I could see in my brows. Like, I know what I was thinking. I was like, watching that trailer. And the crazy thing about Churchy is we had made Churchy. Yeah. Like, we made a trailer. Yeah. I sat and watched every episode. It went up on the Kevin State Studios app. But when we sold it to BT, they remade the trailer. And let me tell you, we did the best we could with what we had. But the difference between they hired a trailer company that only makes trailers.
Exactly.
And I said, oh, they found it.
They really did such a good job of encapsulating the comedy, the heart, the passion of Corey. It was great. I
was like, so I really hadn't seen that trailer for real, right? So then seeing the BT logo
at the end, that's
and the colors, I was like, oh my God. And then my next thought was, I wish I could send this to Jay. And that piece, plus the culmination of like, not just Churchy. Like Churchy was years of work alone.
Yeah.
To get it up, to get it made, get it paid for, sold. I will tell you the story later, the full story.
Really?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm working on something and I will one day tell you in detail just how, when it happened, I said, I'm saving this because they won't even believe.
Yeah.
People won't even believe what it took to get that show done. But it wasn't even that. It was like, we're moving to LA. It was like, like in movies when they flash back to all your stuff. It was like Boeing getting fired. No, the pictures of Churchy. Like, this is no narrative. I pitched Churchy. My agent set up meetings everywhere.
Yeah.
I pitched it everywhere. I had a little bit of traction right before the pandemic. This was like, it was no. One person's company said, actually, we like this. We think this will be good. That was February 2020. March 2020, pandemic happened, and you missed your moment.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, sometimes it's like, you're trying to fall asleep, and you be so tired, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. And you miss your moment, and then you're just awake.
Yeah.
That's how it be. Like, so many things have to go right for your pitch to even be. So they didn't even buy it. They just were like, oh, yeah, we'll meet up, and then a couple of minutes. Anyway. And that was a nibble of like, when you had a nibble of a fish, like I got something, and then you pull it and it was gone. It was like that. So watching that with this, I cried ugly.
He had that ugly, your face morphed so fast. Y'all got to understand. I texted Kevin at like It was something early because I knew we were going to be meeting up, and I was like, because when he told me that the article was coming out at 9:30,
and the article was supposed to come out on Monday, so everything that happened on our day was supposed to be Monday. So on Wednesday was supposed to be nothing but preparing for the tour.
So he was like, it's going to come out at 9:30, but he didn't tell me EST or PST.
Stupid EST.
So I texted him because I was like, did I miss it? Because I wanted to make sure I was on, like, putting it in my stories. He was like, no, 9:30. I said, okay, so PST. He's like, yeah. Then he sends me the video. He was like, watch this. And he sends me the video. And I'm watching it, and I'm already shocked. Why ain't Kevin crying? Like, I literally am watching this. Like, why ain't this nigga crying? Like, I know this is huge for my friend. Like, this would be huge for anybody.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah.
But for my friend, and so at the end, finally, when he broke like a fragile little eggshell.
Oh my God, Angel.
And Melissa was like, oh, finally, because Melissa was like, I wasn't going to cry because you weren't crying, but nigga, I want to cry. And that face to...
And when you hold back, I can't not hold back tears. But when you hold them back, that is what creates the ugly.
Yes.
It's you crying and trying not to cry. Yeah. And it's the push and pull. You like...
I said, yeah, let it go.
So then at the office, I have had that video of my brother in my phone since.
And what a gift.
I had it from when he got it from the NAACP, right? Yeah. And then Tammy sent it to me after he passed away and died.
Passed away and died.
Yeah, he passed away and I died. So I had shared it in Patreon a long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And I thought I would never share it again. But the words are it's like
so poignant, so perfect.
It doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
That video, like, I could win the Super Bowl.
Right.
I could win the NAACP championship.
He gave you such a beautiful gift to have of him forever.
It's I feel like God was like, say these things.
Yes.
Because he's gonna need them. So when I watched that, I promise y'all, no. I don't even think I cried that much at the funeral.
Take it back. Marcus gets there to the office.
Oh, this nigga tank.
Marcus gets there.
Big old man hands.
I said, Marcus, did you congratulate Kevin? And he was like, oh yeah, man. He was like, congratulations. And Kevin said, huh? He said, "Ha! I'm already at the edge because Juge had just."
That's what it was.
Had just texted
Juge and Tammy was tag teaming. My dad is proud of you.
Yeah.
My husband is proud of you. Jay would be. So I'm getting these messages and I'm like,
he trying to.
Then Marcus comes in and them tears is like, hey y'all, we're probably gonna have a long day. Y'all get ready.
And if Marcus knows somebody's about to cry, that is blood in the water. He gonna make sure you cry then. He's like, oh, you about to? Well, we gonna make sure. So Marcus was like, he was like, no, I'm already going. He said, oh, but he was like, we are so proud of you. And Jay will be proud. And Kevin's tears just said, that was Kevin for the rest of the time we were rehearsing.
I'm watching this anime show called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And when they animate tears, it goes from like, and then they pour out like the girl's tears like put out a fire.
Yes.
Like they poured out like it's like a hydrant. Y'all, what Marcus put them big old hands and did this. I said,
and he just cried. Marcus said, oh, he really cried. I said
I was serious. Crying all over my phone. My phone couldn't work. Got full tears all over my phone. And then
you went to that damn video.
And then I went to the video. Angel said, and this was your fault. Angel said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, listen, Kevin had just finished crying. He crying. I mean, my friend is crying. And I was like, you know what, Kev? I was like, it's fine. I said, that's okay. You let it out. I said, because this does suck that he's not here. I said, it does. It really sucks. I said, so you go ahead and you do what you got to do. Kevin gets himself together. He was like, Angel, you ready? And I said, you know what? No, I'm not. I got to go pee. I was gone for all of 2 minutes because I'm not one of these chicks that take forever to piss. I get squats, wash my hands, get out. I come back. Kevin is crying so hard now that you can literally see the tears hitting and hear them hitting the carpet. I said, Kevin, what happened? He back to watching that video. He said, I'm torturing myself now. I'm torturing myself. I said, friend, it's okay. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. You do what you need to do.
Oh my
Kevin was dehydrated by the time we finished.
was meeting for probably 4 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. Could have been 2.
I don't know if this is a booger or a hair.
I be having gray hairs as well.
It looked like a booger though.
It
looked like a booger at the end of a black hair. No, that's a booger. Let me get you a tissue.
Booger.
So yes.
Oh, cinematic.
Kevin has cried.
I cried my
tears.
last tear.
All of
yesterday.
Of the tears. But how does it feel? So you are someone, I think that a lot of people.
Somebody said, cue that Frank Ocean song. If I would have played that song,
that's what I might as well
I think my eyeballs might have came out of my body.
I should have.
You would have had to take me to Cedar Sinai.
Had Marcus known about that song, he would have been like, press the play. It just let you just sat on that carpet in a fetal position crying.
But what were you asking me?
So a lot of people think of you as Kevin the stand-up comedian or Kevin the content creator. But if you are a part of Patreon, a stage crew member, or a good friend, you know that is in Kevin's heart to be an actor.
Yes.
So how does it feel that you are getting the opportunity to really transition over into the part of the industry that has kind of evaded you a little
kind
bit?
She's like, nigga,
it's been juking you for a little bit.
You ain't even supposed to be over here.
But you finally got that. You sacked the quarterback.
I sacked the quarterback.
How does that feel?
So, okay. So it's a mixed bag. What happened?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got it.
I'm going to watch it happen on the replay.
Okay, go ahead, friend. Thank you.
That's funny. So I'm going to tell you what happened that was very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe they're going to leak the article early. So let me write it. Mm-hmm. Just because, you know what I'm saying?
Because you got to.
I just really want to see it. So I typed Kevin Frederick's Variety. Does nothing come. No, I typed Kevin Frederick's Churchy, right? You know what comes up? Rotten Tomatoes. It's already preloaded because the industry talks to each other like, hey, the way it works, whoever does the exclusive,
for critics.
Yeah. Whoever does exclusive has usually between 30 minutes and an hour window, and then everybody else prints a version of that story or can print a version of that story. But the information is seeded out. So a Rotten Tomatoes blank page was put up there. And this is not something that's on my expectation. Like IMDb, I already know because I put that up there myself.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, I'm not expecting. So once I clicked on Rotten Tomatoes and it's like Churchy, Kevin Fredericks, BT Plus, February 15th, I said, okay, oh my God, this is out of my hands now. Uh-huh. Like this is not stage crew only.
No, it's not.
This is the world.
You can't jump right to the media comments.
Yeah, it's out. And the thing that's interesting, Rick Rubin was saying this. He was like, you don't make art for audiences. You make it for yourself, and then audiences enjoy it or don't enjoy it. But it's not your fault or responsibility to make somebody enjoy it. It's like making somebody enjoy painting. You make the painting to the best of your ability to put it out there. So that Rotten Tomatoes thing was like, oh my God. It felt like the show slipped out of my hands. Because the Kevin on Stage app where it first aired, them folks is fans.
They're going to support you right until whatever you do.
It could have been bad. And they would be like, they might have said you're a great actor. They said, we with you, Kev. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. Rotten Tomatoes, they have no allegiance to me at all.
They don't give a damn.
So it's like it's like this show sucks. Tomato, or it's going to be red or it's going to be green. So that was a sobering reminder. Like you're going to enter into a part where you're going to play some more away games. Stage crew can't help you. They can't save you. They can help you, but they can't save you.
Does that make you feel a little naked?
It made me feel a little naked. On soft as well. Outside of a pool. Because when you dream of Hollywood, at least for me, I only dream of the positive things. My name's going to be on billboards and Sunset, parties, and be on set. I don't think of people being like, I hate this and Kev can't act. So on Twitter, I was looking at the replies to Variety, and somebody used my words against me. The Eddie Murphy thing that I said about Nicki Minaj, they was like, yeah, Kevin, like Eddie Murphy, but they messed it all up. They basically at the end was like, he can't act. And I was like, okay, you can say that.
They can.
They can say that. But Angel said I could. And Angel is a great friend, but she's not a liar.
You can.
I don't think she would have told me. I don't think she would have been mean and been like, you can't act, you don't look good in this. But I don't think she would have lied to me.
No, and I'm going to tell you what, you'll be way better in season 2.
Oh, well, listen, the biggest problem with Churchy for me in season 1 was directing and producing. And
I told you.
You did.
I said.
But I don't have choice.
I know. But I forewarned, I was like, if you're not prepared on the acting front, that will be the thing that you kind of throw out the window.
Yes, because I can see in Churchy, and there's just nothing I can do about it now. What happens when you're the financier and you don't have the luxury of a full crew? Mm-hmm. Simple things like lunch is supposed to be ready to serve at 1. Mm-hmm. And RTS at 1. And if it's not, you're not calling lunch at 1 o'clock.
You're paying penalties.
You gotta call Grace, which gives you, I believe, 11 minutes or 12 minutes. 12 minutes, I believe. And if somebody's not in line on the 13th minute of 1:13, you are paying penalties, meal penalties.
Which is like time and a half, right?
Time and a half. People's agents are emailing you. That type of stuff. The 13th minute. There's no games. There's no way around it. People are well within their right to charge you a penalty for that hour. And then it's like every 10 minutes, you pay a penalty from the moment people are not served lunch. And I'm trying to act and do that. If there was another day, and listen, lunch is a big deal. Somebody for lunch had messed up and they bought from Costco those wraps, those like tortilla wraps that you would have like at a corporate luncheon. You know what I'm saying? They have a fruit tray. I said, man, you have to have hot food.
Yes.
These people have been here since 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 10, whatever. Yeah. You cannot feed a hungry person who's already working at a lower rate than the SAG minimum. This is like SAG New Media. Right. They're getting paid, but they're not making bread.
Not at all.
The minimum you got to do is feed these people for real.
100%.
You can't bring in no trays of cold cuts. I will be pissed my own self. So I'm dealing with that type of stuff. And that's just...
It's a lot of pressure.
Today. So if we get a season 2, the benefit of that is I won't have to direct those episodes. If BT's financing it, I don't have to produce it. I don't have to worry about lunch. That's somebody else's job. Mm-hmm. And I can really focus on acting. But I really was thinking, it's funny you mentioned that thing about your phone. I was thinking like hardly anybody in this industry ever gets their shows made. Mm-hmm. Like actual episodes.
Correct.
A lot of people, not even a lot, like hardly anybody has the success. Hardly anybody ever even gets a pilot made.
Correct.
Gets a series regular. Like this is like getting in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Like there's very few people who ever can say, I made a TV show under any circumstance.
Yeah.
There's probably even fewer who say, you know what's crazy? I was watching Maxine's Baby on Tyler Perry documentary.
Yeah.
In the Meet the Browns, the story, they always talk about him financing the first season. Mm-hmm. I thought he financed all 100 episodes. He didn't. No. He paid for the first 10.
There you go.
And then they bought 90.
There you go.
I paid for the first 8 of a TV show and somebody bought it.
Yeah.
Like...
But first of all, people don't usually bring it up like that. In this industry, if you don't already have success, like inside of the industry, then you definitely don't have the money to make it the quality that a TV show would want to buy it. Just even think about Awkward Black Girl. That was that popped on the internet. But that show is not what ended up on HBO.
No, that's Insecure.
That is Insecure. Yes, is it based off of Awkward Black Girl? In most ways, 100%. But the quality of what Issa shot at first is not TV quality. So it could not go up on air. And so most people who are already in the industry do not have the type of money it takes to actually finance and produce a show on their own. No outside finances. Mm-hmm. Because we got all these odds and end jobs, right? So Kevin's non-traditional way of coming at the industry, similar to Tyler Perry's. Tyler Perry came at it from the stage plays chitlin circuit. Kevin came from social media, having that lump sum of money to like make this happen and make it happen in a way that was like, okay, we can take this seriously. The way it looks.
Yeah.
You did it SAG. You didn't do it, you know, Dirty D style. Yeah. Which I love Dirty D, but it's not going to end up on BET.
Yeah.
Allows you to put yourself in a category that very that very few people will ever do. And a lot of people won't bet on themselves in that way. They're always going to want a bigger partner to take on some of the responsibility, because if it tanked, you and Melissa were the only two people that were going to feel that.
And listen, it tanked until it was sold. Betting big, doubt slipped in. And we put a lot. Melissa and I paid a lot. And I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't even sell Churchy for what it cost me to make it. This is just the truth. Mm-hmm. I didn't even get like, oh my God, now I made my money back plus. And then the other thing that I didn't know, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story real quick.
That was the funny story.
Let me tell you how little I know about telling a TV show.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
When I sold Churchy, it was like, okay, we're going to deliver it, right? Paramount sends over these documents. No, actually, let me back up. They're like, we got to get the videos uploaded. First, Churchy was supposed to air in April. So we thought we was going to have to upload it, get it prepared, add Spring Hill to the credits and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I thought in my mind, I said, okay, I had Churchy in my house on a hard drive in 4K. And I thought I was going to upload 8 episodes to Vimeo because we got the pro account. And I'm going to send BT, here's 8 episodes of Churchy on the Vimeo. Yeah. We had our first call with their intake team, production intake team. It's not at all how it works.
How does it work?
It's not at all how it works. What you have to do first, this is the second thing that was really new to me. The network has, now they bought it, there's parameters. We need the episodes shorter. So I have to trim. Got to pay an editor to do that. Right? Now I got to have to make some phone calls. Some people who was in it on Churchy On Bet Studios, not going to be in it.
Oh, bless my friends.
I had to call my good friend, Angel. I said, the network, Angel, the network. So I didn't know this. The network, they have parameters. They need to be, if you want it to be on linear, it can't be more than 22, 23 minutes. So now somebody else can have input. And I've always told y'all, whoever's paying, they get say so. Because it ain't my network, BT, not mine. I said, Angel, I
said, they're going to have to cut me out.
Angel said, first of all, she's full mom. When Angel's not on camera, Angel's a mother of 4 and a wife. Please. Angel, hold on, y'all. I'm talking to Kevin. Hold on. I said, Angel, Kev, they're going to have to cut me out. I know. My thing was mostly about jokes. They didn't push the story forward. It's fine. You all right? Okay, I'm going to talk to you later. I said, oh, God.
He was like, but that means you could be in season 2. I said, Kevin, I don't have to be in this show. I am happy for you.
She showed it.
He was like, but no, Angel. I said, you sold a show to BET. I don't care if my character got killed and no one knew about it. I don't care. He's just like, okay. I'm like, listen.
I said, you made it so much easier for me. So that's just one thing. When Churchy goes up on Churchy On Bet Studios, you have basically, okay, so if you haven't edited, just imagine this. You have one track. This is what I thought I was sending them. This one track is the footage. It's the music. It's the color correction. Color correction is like an Instagram filter, like you lay it on. It's more detailed than that, but it's essentially like an Instagram filter. And then you have the music and the sound effects. It's all on one track. You export that, put that on the Vimeo, upload it. To deliver to BET, this is what you have to do. You have to have the main track with everything included. You have to have, and then you have the graphics. You have to have the show with nothing. This is called a textless version. Nothing on there. When you have put a text message on there, take that out. Then you have to have another one. These are 3 separate things with a time code burnt in. Okay? Then for the audio, you have to have just everything mixed, one track. You have to have one track with just sound effects and nothing else. One track with just music and nothing else. One track with just dialogue and nothing else. One track with everything mixed. One track with all 16 channels. So if I'm mic 1, Kevin's mic, all episode 1, channel 1. Angel's mic, episode 1, channel 2. Josh's mic, episode 1, channel 3. Josh also got cut out of Churchy.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't throw me in there.
I got Josh cut out. Didn't even make Kevin Stage Studios app because that scene. I'll tell the story another day. But he didn't even make it to the app version.
I know.
I had to pay to have it remixed because the sound quality, you have like HD audio, then you have like Dolby 5.1. I had to pay to get it sound mixed per episode to get it up to Dolby 5.1. Then you have to have the captions done with a vetted company. We had to hire an editor. I don't even want to tell you how much it cost. I haven't even got paid yet because you're doing all this ahead of time.
Correct.
And then Churchy went from an April air date to a February air date.
Uh-huh.
So all Christmas break, when I'm supposed to be laid up, we're emailing, meeting, and talking. Luckily, I have a team who works for me who did a lot of work, but it was a lot of work. The first episode of Churchy, we had mixed by a person who mixes in music, sound. The editor got that back. He said, this guy's done his job as far as like making it sound right, but he's never edited for music. We need somebody who mixes for film and TV. There's a certain workflow that it looks like. So I have that episode redone from scratch. So as soon as I sold it, I got to pay more dollars before my dollars come in. Because they on that net 30, net 60, net 90.
Oh, yeah, you going to wait.
And you're new in the system.
And I'm new. When I work for a certain record label, I didn't get paid for 9 months. That's not happening with BT. The money's on the way. But all these things are happening at once, right? So I greatly underestimated how much work it would take. Now, this will never happen again in the same way because now I know. And most of this stuff we just didn't know. So you don't know what you don't know until you know. Yeah. So now I see why when you watch a TV show, most text messages are just words now because the graphics create a whole issue. There's also a safety zone because of how many different TVs there are. You can't put it at the bottom of the screen.
It's just like with social media.
Yes.
You're like, oh, but that's going to be underneath my name and then the thing. And
on TikTok, the words is here.
Right.
And on Instagram, so if you put it up here to be safe on all four, I don't know that. So it was like learning to drink water out of a fire hose. I was surprised at but I was like, how would I know? I never have done a TV show. And most people probably don't know this because when you make a TV show, usually if I sold a show to BT traditionally, BT would have a vetted production partner who already knows how to produce.
And not only that, they have all of the experts.
Yes.
They're not having to get someone who's close enough to that industry that they could possibly, the way we do. We'd be like, you know how to, you didn't edit a TikTok. Edit this TV show for me.
Exactly. So that there's just different worlds, right? So all that to say, it's been so mind-blowing. The amount of work, but the amount of love that I've got, it's been great. And I just want to say, one thing. When I made the announcement.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I forgot to remind you.
You forgot to remind me, but the Lord brought to our remembrance.
Come on, Spirit of Petty. Go on and follow him.
When I made the announcement that the podcast revenue was down.
Yeah.
And in order to keep this podcast going,
we needed
Patreon people to raise $2. Just the podcast.
Just the podcast.
All type of vloggers and YouTubers made episodes. Kev on Stage is broke AF. Kev on Stage is broke. That's what he gets. I knew it was going to crumble. The funniest thing about this, BET show was already sold. When I made that announcement, I never said I was broke. I said, this business of mine is suffering because this industry is suffering. That's not unique to Here's the Thing.
Correct.
Angel has a podcast. She told you the same thing. I called my other industry friends who have different advertisers. The whole media industry is constricting.
Yeah.
Nobody said that. They said Angel Kev on Stage is broke AF. And I'm talking about the day my video came out. I was on their podcast and their YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But what's crazy
Is that what
is that when BT News dropped that I sold a show, I didn't see those same people say congratulations.
No, of course not.
Interestingly enough, the ones who rushed to call me broke and said, look, Kev on Stage is failing. He'll be driving Uber soon. They didn't take the time to turn on their camera and record and say, oh my gosh, congratulations. He sold a TV show that he financed with him and his wife.
Of course they're not.
I wonder why they haven't made that episode.
It's just like, listen,
Guys.
just like the Just Hilarious thing. I'm sure ain't none of those people, out of all those clips that she aired,
They didn't make no apology videos? They didn't say they were wrong?
They didn't say congratulations. They didn't say nothing. They just moved on to whatever other bad news.
Oh, and let that be a message to you. Some people are only going to talk about you negatively. They saw both. Because I only made one video about the podcast being down. I made 12 in a day about the show being sold. Gave them ample opportunities. They didn't share the trailer. Some people never gonna congratulate you. Never gonna celebrate you. They're only waiting for you to fail. And what they perceive as your failure isn't even a failure. Mm-hmm. I never said I was broke. You said that. I done told you.
You's a liar.
In the video you heard, I said me and my family doing okay. The podcast part of the business is struggling. I don't want you. I'm gonna keep checking and see if you make an update and edit to your post and say, man, dang, that's crazy. Kev on a TV show.
Kevin. They ain't gonna do it.
But I want to see, because I would say, oh my God, I was wrong. They're not gonna say,
oh my God, I was wrong.
They're not gonna say.
They're not gonna say it.
What are they not gonna say, y'all? You don't see this video? And Josh put all this up too. Don't cut the bonus off till here. Hey.
Don't cut the bonus off until first thing.
I'm talking to y'all. Why didn't y'all rush to make a video congratulating me? You didn't make no noise about me selling my show to a network. Why? Why you didn't? You didn't hear about it? You didn't know?
He's in his petty. Why are you
BT, you didn't read Variety? You didn't see BT or BT Plus or my post? Because I want to know why y'all rushed to call me broke, but you didn't rush to congratulate me. I know you saw it and you see this too. And this is the last I'm going to say, because I'm not going to be messing with you. But I knew this when I said that.
And also,
I knew this.
For NAACP Image Award, Outstanding Podcast and Sports.
Come on, man. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to justify you by calling you by name. You're all one group of ignorance to me.
You're just bag of ignorance. You're one bag of
ignorance.
You're a bundle.
I won't even dignify you by calling you individually. But you know who you are. Keep the video up, too. Don't take it down.
Dang.
And also, I want to say this. To the stage crew. This is like all of our win. And I do mean that.
Go stage crew, go.
Because y'all, listen, y'all believed. Y'all put your money up. $5,
yeah,
6, 7, 10, 15. Some of y'all, a good portion of y'all have the Patreon and the app. Y'all watched, y'all kept, y'all paid for the year, y'all supported, y'all voted in the polls, y'all shared with your people.
You did.
Y'all are the reason I can do this. And what I mean by that now, yes, did I pay for this? And y'all, and also shout out Spectrum.
Amen.
Good job.
Unofficial producers. Because I saved my bread. Turn that Maserati in. Take this up out of here.
Because I got to pay for this show.
I got to pay for it. There's a reason I was on tour for 8 months. 9 months.
Get that account right back up.
I said, dog.
Kevin thought he was going to make this show. I want y'all to understand.
I wasn't going to say this part, and I hoped you was going to forget.
Oh, no. We starting the tour. He's like, I'm thinking we can write the show, have it shot in October, have it out by December. And I was like, what is he talking about? Yeah, if I could shoot, we write 8 episodes, shoot it all October, have it out on the app by December. And I was like, what?
Give or take the
Give
holiday.
or take.
Give the people something
She
to watch for
conveniently
Christmas.
left out give or take.
No.
I definitely said give or take.
This is us sitting in the one of the black SUVs driving either to or away from the airport. And I was like, what dimension of reality is Kevin in? Because I might need to jump in that one.
Alternate dimension.
You are definitely an alternate dimension. I was like, what? He tried to cast it 5 months in advance. I said, Kevin, don't do it. Don't do that, friend. Don't
You said,
do
but
it.
why wait?
He's like, no, because I need to know the people. I said, these people are going to book other jobs.
Be patient.
my
I'm the
God.
most patient guy around.
Patient guy
He
around.
over here. This is Kevin.
Murder with
He's
murder.
like, yeah, so we gonna do a table read on we're gonna read the scripts on Thursday. Yeah. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, okay. Thursday come. Angel, you gonna get on the Zoom to do that? Why am I in this table
My
read?
self-care.
I was like, this is a day that I do my self-care. Yeah, but we need you to read the parts on the thing. But Kevin, why? And why? I'm over here on my Peloton being somebody's grandmother.
Sweating.
Yes. He had me read about 8 different
That
characters.
show did.
He
Angel,
didn't care.
And
This time just say, he gone.
you lucky. One thing my brother told me and Angel echoed this separate conversations. They said, Kev, because I was going to have Angel play 4 characters in this show. And they both were like, if you want to be taken seriously, you cannot have people in wigs. Like playing way above their age.
Yes.
They both said, because I was like,
Yeah.
Angel going to be her,
Yes. I was
and
like,
him.
get real old people.
Angel said, and listen, old people be old.
Yeah. They do. Old people.
They be old for real. So, not only that, so Angel said that, and I said, okay, I gotta cast people. My brother said that too. He was big on that because I was gonna cast them folk. And it was like also cast real actors because they know how to be on set.
Yes.
All that stuff.
He
right?
just, I'm gonna bring this friend and that friend. I was like, oh, okay, listen, you save some spots for them, but you're gonna have to get some people that can get it in the first take. This your money.
And then they both said separately, but at the same time, also, you can do that, but it won't go nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to make it a TV, you cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
And people are automatically going to think it's a Instagram thing if you don't hire real actors and actresses. And you hire people who all work on Instagram, make sure they can act. Like Lexi.
Yeah, she can act.
Lexi can act and she's professional. She reminds me of Angel and Quinn, Candace and Denora. Those are probably 4 people I know who I could put in anything. They come on time. They got their lines memorized. They know your lines. They know 4 different ways to do their lines. And that's how Lexi came.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, when I brought Quinn, I said, when she came on set, Denora, Candace, I said, these niggas is for real.
And Denora complimented how well you ran your set.
She ain't told me.
She did. She did.
And I got this, Denora is an actress.
She's not playing. She went to Harvard.
She plays the djembe.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
No, the cajon.
The cajon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the other thing, and Melissa told me this, and Angel told me this, and I didn't listen to either of them, and they were quickly proven. In my mind, there was no way we was going above that budget. Now, let me tell you something. I actually have a background in production.
Mm-hmm.
At All Def, at Awesomeness TV. When Zeze was on Little Rascals, I was sneaking, I was listening. When the people was in the producer's tent, 1,000% was standing by, acting like I was eating chips. I was listening to their meetings. Nothing I have ever worked on that I paid for, that anybody's ever paid for, came in under budget. Never. In your budgets, you budget for an overage.
Contingency.
There's a whole line item called contingency.
20%.
They budget to go over, and they go over that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, nothing's going wrong when I do. Angel, before we said rolling on the first day, already over budget. COVID alone. We shot this before the mask mandates for SAG-related projects came down.
Yeah, the testing was required.
So you had to test at that time. If you were working every day, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you were working one day, they had to test 2 days ahead of time to work the day they're supposed to work.
Yeah.
I budgeted that. I can't even, until the day I tell you the story, I can't even tell you how far off I was. Let me tell you what else. People miss their days. And the other SAG workaround is if you missed your day, actually, you couldn't miss your day. What would happen is if you missed the testing window, like we had free tests, if they missed that, I would have to send a doctor to them. Mm-hmm. That doctor was like, he ate off me so bad in COVID. Mm-hmm. $200 a test. Per test.
$200.
Just for the test. $350 for him to get to you. So we would just tell the people, if you miss your day, come to the set. We'll have the doctor there. 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. We had people who had got COVID or COVID exposures. There's a whole scene in Churchy where a character's supposed to be there talking to me. COVID exposure. It's now FaceTime. Like an idiot, I shoot her lines on my phone. And by the time nobody ever gets the footage from me. So I'm just holding this, but we can never cut to her because it don't exist. And that lesson I learned, even if you're shooting on a phone, you put your hand like this and there's a doggone camera, real camera behind you. Yeah. I learned all this stuff. I went over by $1 bazillion. I was so over budget. It was like the budget I thought 2 times.
Oh, Kevin was like, I can shoot this for 10 grand.
And then 3 weeks before it's supposed to go live, my brother dies.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, I am done marketing this. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to have a premiere. Other videos were supposed to go up. I was like, no.
This is why me and Melissa ended up live tweeting. Because I was like, I said, Melissa, do you want to live tweet to try to promote the show? Like, what do we want to do? She's like, I'll live tweet with you. Because I was just like, what? I was like, what? This is big. But I get why. And, I fully understood why you didn't have the energy or the capacity to be able to.
And I planned a funeral.
No, I fully get it. I fully get it. But at the same time, I was like, but this is something that you poured so much into. Yes. It's just terrible to watch it to just fall flat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was a lot. Oh, let me go back. Casting. Let's go to casting.
Angel, don't bring up the past.
We're gonna bring it all up since this is a churchy time, honey. This episode is just called Churchy. Kevin first didn't really want to do casting, and I was like, Kevin, people will audition for this, so let's cast. Let's actually do casting, but let's wait because I actually wanted him to use my girlfriend Marquita to help. But she had just also had a death. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, but we need to give her some space because this is a big one and she needs to boost out. He was like, nope, gotta cast right now. And when I tell you, first of all, the submissions, let's start there. The submissions for the contest, y'all need help. Y'all are some bona fide lunatics. Some of y'all. Bona fide lunatics. I'm gonna need y'all to Google how to audition for television.
There's video. You go to YouTube.
Oh, these people didn't care. People made full-blown TikToks like, Kiki, do you love me? But singing the words to the script.
It's a musical, Angel.
It was the lunatics. So getting to watch, Victory watched a lot of those and pulled out the good ones.
Some of the people had their children reading the lines back for them.
There was a woman clearly breastfeeding her whole entire breast. And listen, free the breast.
I forgot about that.
Yes, a big old white titty out. And listen, you feed your baby, but then shoot the audition after you feed the baby. And
that's what I was. I gotta do it right now.
right
now.
But those are the auditions for the main characters. The people came so prepared. Yeah. It was great. And Kevin he get excited about any and everybody. This one. This is the one. This person. Kevin, God, wait. This is the one.
There was a lot of talking me off the ledge.
Yeah, Kevin was
Angel was like, Kevin, you can't take the first person of everything. Because then you see a good person, you're like, you're out.
Right.
You're in. People now I know why. The few offer only, sometimes I'll get something. it'll be Thursday of this week, and they're shooting on Tuesday of the next week in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, can you do this role? Because people will do it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to do it and getting people 3 months in advance. If you don't have no money, when the real money comes, they'll be like, I'm not doing yours.
Yeah, I would absolutely bail.
So I'll just tell you one more horror story. And I this won't be the end. I'll tell you guys everything. This is just YouTube because I was looking at the video. This Trey Bags, he's funny. He did some dark comedy though. Yeah. One day we shot Churchy. We hired a sound person that I had worked with a lot.
Yeah.
Very reputable.
You want to tell us now?
Yeah, I'm going to tell this story for Scratch Audio. He wasn't available, didn't tell us. Had like an apprentice replace him.
I think it was like his... I don't know if it was his... Okay, not specific.
She was learning.
She was really, really an apprentice.
This is when we were at Tab's.
Tab's restaurant that we had to rent. Shout out to Tab. She didn't even charge us. I don't think she even charged us. I think I just gave her something. But she was like, Kev, ain't nobody in there that day. Go ahead. As long as y'all done by the time it's supposed to open. There was no audio for this entire day.
She forgot to press record.
She didn't press record.
Yeah.
A whole day.
That's why my scene didn't make it.
Of Josh's scene.
Because ADR is expensive and hard to do.
So we had to shoot it over again. We didn't have the second time we had to shoot, we didn't have the time that we had the first time. Yeah. So we just shot.
ADs were in the background.
There would be so many continuity errors. And what Scratch Audio is, so you can sync the audio. The Scratch Audio is from the camera. Correct. It's not supposed to be quality.
Right.
And then you take the actual audio from like the lavs or the boom and you match that so it links up. There was days that she was there was no Scratch Audio. So the people would have to manually
watch and look
and line up people's voices. And that's just not ideal. So,
wow. But look at all that. So this is the lesson. This is the lesson in all of this, guys. Is that the road to your dream sometimes be the most treacherous.
Man.
The most treacherous one. And it sometimes don't even feel like it's worth it.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Amen.
You're right, Angel.
But I'm going to tell you what, because that's the hard part, is always figuring out, am I dumb for continuing down this path? Am I dumb for continuing to push in more chips?
Yes.
Because for real, nothing has shown me
I should keep doing this.
That I should keep doing this other than this thing inside of me that's saying, this is what you really want.
Yes.
And I'm so proud of you that through all that, you continue to just keep sliding little chips in and sliding chips in. And I hope that internally, obviously financially, you haven't like reaped the benefit of all the hard work yet. But I hope intrinsically you feel what you've been wanting to feel around your career.
For sure. It was amazing. It is amazing. It's crazy because I have to promote Friday Night Vibes today. And I am promoting 2 shows on 2 different TV networks.
Ew.
Like that's
when you in them 3 initials, that's when you know you killing that. With TBS, BET. That's when you in them 3 initials, baby. That's when you know you done did something.
It's so mind blowing. I went from nothing. It's going to seem like overnight success, but if you've been Patreon or Stage Crew for a long time, you know it ain't. But from no TV shows, but like a little bit roll here, bit roll there, bit roll there, to hosting one show and then like starring in another show. I watched the trailer and I was like, oh my God, this looks good.
You are number 1 on the call sheet.
Yes. Overrated. What's dangerous is being number 1 on the producer part.
Yeah.
That means you done paid for it.
It's the double whammy.
BET paid, and here's what y'all asked. Now, we don't have like a code, but the way this works, the first 30 days is the most important. Go on BET Plus. If you don't have it, download it when the show comes out. You don't have to do it right now. If you don't want to pay for it. When Churchy comes out, press play and watch it all 8. Turn it on. Play it. Watch it. Run it back. Because what they're going to check is see how many people downloaded BET, how many people watch the show, how many people watch the show to completion. I don't care if you actually watch it. Press play. Episode 1.
Go to work.
Go to work. Have sex. Do drugs. Punch a baby. Kick a squirrel. Come back.
Squirrel. Wow.
Press play on episode 2. Cheat on your husband. Cheat on your wife. Be gay for a little bit. Change your mind. Come back to heterosexuality. Stay gay. Press episode 3. Cook some HelloFresh. Throw it up. Doo-doo. Take a shower.
Knock a blue chew.
Knock a blue chew.
Run it back.
Press episode 4. Suck a peen. Suck a clit. Little anal. Lick a butt. Throw up. They didn't wash. Watch episode 5. Eat some French toast. It's too eggy. Pancakes instead. Too much bread. I'll have a smoothie. Watch episode 6. Pray. Give your life back to Christ. You've been doing crazy things. You've been doing drugs. You've been having gay sex. You've been having regular sex. Give your life back to Christ. Press episode 7. Start a church. Embezzle the funds. It was all a trick. It was a ruse. You don't love God. Take the tithes. Start episode 8. Start a GoFundMe. Get yourself out of jail.
Okay.
Go back. Start episode 1. Do it all over again.
Or you could just press play and watch it. That would be my suggestion. Just press play and watch it. That works.
All right. We got to go because it's our first show. We have to go. We haven't eaten. All we've done was shoot a video.
I'm nervous.
We haven't performed.
You nervous, Josh?
It's hitting me.
Are you nervous?
It's now hitting me.
Joshy will be. Is this your first on talent? Being talent on tour?
I mean, yeah.
And Josh standing alone on the stage. We gotta go have lunch. We haven't eaten. All we did is promote. We came in here, shot this. We gotta go grab some lunch. Then we gotta go do a sound check.
Mm-hmm. Take a nap, and be ready. Churchy. Great. Listen, NAACP Image. I'm not playing with y'all.
Listen.
Okay, so let me explain really quickly. For the podcast category, you can only vote one time from an individual email address. So say you got 5 email addresses like myself. You can vote for here's the thing, or is this going to cause an argument? 5 times from those email addresses. 5 times because of the 5 email addresses, and then that's it. That's it. It's over. You cannot vote no more. For social media personality of the year, you can vote every single day from those 5 email addresses. So in an entire week, you could have voted 35 times for me. However, you cannot do that for the podcast. For the podcast category, voting closes February 24th. For the social media personality of the year, voting does not close until March, I do believe the 14th or the 13th. So this is a race of stamina right now. Okay, this is a marathon because we just at February 2nd, and y'all gonna keep hearing me talk about it. I'm not gonna stop.
Don't stop.
I'm not.
Get it. So champion yourself and campaign for yourself. So
yeah, make sure y'all vote for Here's the Thing because I want all the trophies, but I definitely want the trophy for Here's the Thing to put on my desk with my Funko Pops.
Move over, Funko Pops. All right, y'all. We will try not to record this on the road. Fun fact: we flew to Toronto early because we were supposed to have a radio interview that got canceled.
No, they got never scheduled.
Never scheduled. We didn't find this out until we were on our way to the hotel. Had we known it wasn't going to happen, we would have shot this at home. It is the worst case scenario for us to shoot it in a hotel on the road. That means we did not have another day. So please forgive us for...
Kevin said to fart out loud if you're a girl. So we will shoot at the office from now on.
God.
Didn't you say that? You said fart out loud. Excuse me. We're in my room.
I did say that.
You said fart out loud.
I was like, Kevin, but you're not.
I didn't.
I tuned it away.
You did it away.
Not over there. Here. I heard it there. It came off the wall.
Toronto!
We're going, man. I'm done.
Got it!
I'm done.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another banger for ya. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.